Aloha, this is David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate, and today we're going to cover the local market update for single-family homes and condos on Oahu for the month of March 2024. First off, we're going to start with the single-family home sales, and there we saw Wahiawa with the largest increase year over year, and sales there were up 150%. In March of 23, there were only 4 transactions that took place, and this past month we saw 10, so that's a 150% increase in sales. Now, across the board of the 21 major neighborhoods that the Honolulu Board of Realtors tracks, sales were up in 10 of those neighborhoods. In 3 neighborhoods, they were flat, and they were down in 8 neighborhoods. So overall, there are more neighborhoods up than down, and we're going to jump into condos, which are quite the contrary here shortly. But stand by, and we're going to cover our next category, which is home appreciation on Oahu. Our next category is home appreciation on Oahu, and there we saw the North Shore with the highest appreciation by far. It was actually up 76% from a year ago. A year ago, the median sales price for a home on the North Shore was $1,194,000, and this past month is at $2.1 million. Now, keep in mind, in most of the categories or neighborhoods, I should say, on Oahu, they were in the single digits for those that were up. So let alone to have double-digit increase, and on top of that 76% increase, the North Shore by far was the outlier with the highest appreciation. So stay tuned. We'll be up for our next category, which is going to be condo sales on Oahu. As far as condo sales go on Oahu, Kapahulu to Diamond Head saw the largest increase year over year for numbers of transactions. That was up 50% from a year ago, which is by far the highest increase. A year ago, there were 4 transactions that took place, and this past month we saw 6. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the single-family home sale report, things were up in 10 categories out of 21. Now, as far as condo sales go on Oahu, they're only up in 4 out of 21 major neighborhoods on Oahu. In 3 neighborhoods, they were flat, and they were down in 14 neighborhoods, or roughly 2/3 of the neighborhoods saw a decrease in condo sales, which kind of tracks what we were talking about earlier in this month in the overall market update, in that condo sales on Oahu were down in March 22.5% from a year ago. So stay tuned, and we'll be up for our final category, which is condo appreciation on Oahu. Now, for our last category, which is condo appreciation on Oahu, the Windward Coast saw the largest appreciation by far, and I'll explain why. There's an outlier here. The median price a year ago was $85,000, which you'd probably be shocked if you could buy a condo on Oahu. Well, believe it or not, in this building behind me, Hano Hala, you could back then. So went from 85,000 to 340,000 on the Windward Coast over the span of a year. Now, once again, this is the median price. So there are going to be some outliers within this. And that was up 300%. Once again, going from $85,000 to $340,000. Remember now, we just talked about there were only 4 neighborhoods that were up. So the next highest one after that was only up 12%, and that was down the coast in Kaneohe. And that was up 12%, and now had a median sales price of $610,000 a year ago, and now it's at $685,000. So that's a wrap for the stats on the local market update for March of 24. So as we always talk about, every neighborhood is different, and every building is different. So if you have something specific to you that you need help or focusing on what's going on in your particular area, feel free to reach out and give us a shout. Mahalo.